She had just said yes to forever, a romantic proposal, a luxury trip to Tanzania, but within days, everything changed. A heated dispute so intense, they were separated into different villas, a phone call to her mother saying something wasn't right, and then silence. Now she's gone. Her fiancé isn't speaking, and her family is left trying to bring her home. What really happened to Ashlee Jenae? Because this story doesn't add up. This is Between Headlines TV, where we go beyond the trending stories and break down the details others overlook. Real cases, real timelines, and the questions that don't come with easy answers. If you're new here, make sure you're subscribed, because the stories we cover don't just end, they unfold. Ashlee Jenae was more than just an influencer. She was building a life, a brand centered around beauty, lifestyle, and travel. At 31 years old, she had an audience that followed her journey, watching her step into new chapters in real time. And one of those chapters had just begun. She was engaged. Her fiancé, Joe McCann, had proposed, and what happened was supposed to be a celebratory trip to Tanzania, a moment to mark a new beginning, but instead, it would become the setting of a tragedy. Tanzania is often seen as a dream destination. Luxury villas, private experiences, once-in-a-lifetime moments, and for Ashlee and her fiancé, this trip was meant to celebrate their engagement and her birthday. But somewhere along the way, something shifted. According to reports, the couple had a dispute, not just a disagreement, but one serious enough that they were separated into different villas. That detail alone raises questions, because this wasn't just tension, it was significant enough to physically separate them. At some point during that trip, Ashlee reached out to her mother, and she didn't call just to check in. She called to vent, to express that something was going on, that something wasn't right. Now imagine being her mother in that moment, hearing your daughter thousands of miles away, confused, upset, possibly afraid, and then, not long after that call, she's gone.
Never done anything that would ever lead me to believe that she would do something to harm herself.
She was not just going to be discarded and forgotten about.
She was showing us the engagement ring and where they were and where they were staying.
Seeing the sights and
the beautiful scenery. She was happy. It doesn't make any sense.
Ashlee Jenae died while still in Tanzania, suddenly, unexpectedly, and without clear, publicly explained details about what led to her death. No full timeline, no detailed explanation, just questions. And for her family, that lack of clarity has been devastating.
Uncertainty, mystery, anger, sadness. It's like a part of me has been taken away.
We have zero contact with the police department, no contact with anyone from the medical field, nothing like that. So, that's the message we want, just transparency. Just transparency. We have no idea what happened. We just don't know anything right now.
Ashlee's parents have been very vocal. They've made it clear they are not getting the answers they need, not from officials and not from the one person who was closest to her in those final days, her fiancé. Joe McCann, the man who had just proposed to her, has reportedly not been communicating with her family, not offering clarity, not providing details, and that silence has only intensified suspicion and concern. Again, silence doesn't automatically mean guilt, but in situations like this, where a young woman dies unexpectedly overseas, people expect something. And right now, there isn't much.
The fiancé did not reach out to us at all. We found out from the hotel, and that's devastating when your daughter's halfway around the world.
We believe that they were in love. We believe that their relationship was genuine. He told me that Ashlee did something to herself and that she was being taken to the hospital. I said, what happened when? And he told me it had been 11 hours prior.
Sometime Jill went back to the room with security, and that's how they found her.
Do you believe that Joe McCann had something to do with your daughter's death?
We don't want to
Have it's under investigation, and we don't know what went on.
As if the emotional weight wasn't enough, there's also a financial burden. Ashlee's father has started a GoFundMe, not just for funeral expenses, but to travel to Tanzania, bring his daughter home, and lay her to rest properly. And here's where things become even more difficult to process. Reports indicate that her fiancé has not offered to contribute to funeral costs. For the family, that adds another layer of pain, because in their eyes, this is someone who was supposed to be her partner, her future. As more details emerge, public attention has only grown. People are asking, what caused the dispute? What happened after they were separated? What were Ashlee's final hours like? And perhaps the biggest question of all, why does it feel like pieces of the story are missing? Authorities are looking into the situation, but details remain limited. And that uncertainty is what keeps this case in a gray area, because without clear answers, speculation fills the gap. And for the family, speculation isn't enough. They want the truth. This case is hard to process because it started with love, a proposal, a celebration, a future being planned. And within days, it turned into loss, confusion, and unanswered questions. What do you think happened here? Do you think the full story just hasn't come out yet? Or is there more beneath the surface? Let me know in the comments. I'm reading everything. If you made it this far, you already understand this isn't just a headline. And on Between Headlines TV, we don't stop at the surface. Make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on so you don't miss updates on this case and others like it. If you want to support the channel, you can use super thanks right now below this video. It directly helps keep content like this going. And if you want real-time updates when stories evolve, join the email list, because cases like this don't end here, they develop. Stay aware, stay questioning, and I'll see you in the next story.